take a walk on the woo-woo side with me. My name is Michelle Douglas and I am on a mission to help you to step into your power so that you can create the life you desire. Visit me at empoweredlifeprograms.com to learn more. Hello, it's Michelle Douglas here from Empowered Life Programs, and today we're going to be talking about my own personal journey through the light, so to speak. So have you ever felt like there was more to your life than actually meets the eye, like there's a deeper purpose waiting to be revealed? So quite some time ago, it was a few years ago now, I was taken back through a past life and between lives regression, and it was an amazing exploration of these very questions. So I went from floating in the darkness to receiving cosmic guidance, and it was a journey of healing and discovery, as you're about to see. So I started off drifting in the void, and when I think back to the event, it was like I was in this, it was dark but not dark, and I could see there was a light somewhere, or there was light coming from somewhere, but I couldn't quite tell what the source was or anything like that. And so if you go to the website and look at the blog, I'm talking about how it's very dark. I can see light above me. And I knew there was light, but I couldn't see it. I knew it was there though. This sensation of drifting in an undefined space reflected the beginning stages of self-discovery as well. So I had no actual body. But when the path is there, but clarity hasn't fully emerged, it's like it takes a while for those images to start to form. It wasn't cold or warm, it just felt neutral, and there was something shimmering just beyond my direct line of sight. So I knew I was moving towards something. So I continued floating up towards something, and there was a presence that joined me. I could sense several beings around me, and I recognized their energy. It was quite comforting, and they were like a whitish color with big heads and long, tall, skinny bodies, and they felt good. And it was like they were there to escort me to wherever it is I was going. It turns out they were my healing guides, and they've been with me helping in ways I hadn't fully realized until that point, confirming that I was not alone in my journey. I then found myself in a crystal cavern, like a healing place, and I could see these giant crystals that were like a pink and purpley color everywhere. They were just everywhere, and everything was sparkly, which probably explains my love of sparkly things. Anyway, in this cavern, the beings were working on me and charging me with some sort of healing energy, and even though I didn't have a physical body, I could feel their energy flowing through me. And what I was saying in this regression was that they were putting some sort of power into my hand to help me to help others heal. This process was really more about not just receiving the energy, it was a reminder of my purpose, which is to assist others in their own healing journeys. One of the biggest insights from the session that I received was that there was a confirmation of my purpose in this particular lifetime. My guides made it very clear that my role is to help others and to help them heal in particular, and that I've been doing this work for lifetimes. And if we read from the transcript, I was saying that it was my purpose to help, and that they were sending in the energies I need, and whatever I'm doing just comes out of me into the client. And when I actually do energy work with a client, I do feel the energy coming through from my guides, and then it's sort of, I'm like a conduit that sends that energy out, so it all makes sense. Now, this realization came with a challenge, which was to embrace my gifts fully and stop holding myself back, which I had been doing for a very long time. I had a fear of judgment or ridicule, and that had been a big barrier for me. And my guides assured me it was time to actually step into my power and start putting myself out there. Now, this was a while back, so it did still take me quite some time before I was prepared to actually do that. And then another thing I learned from this process was discovering that old fears were literally blocking my vision as well as on my eyesight. So my eyesight had worsened because I was afraid to see the truth about my own power. And one of my guides said she was not wanting to see the truth, that she's more powerful than she thinks she is. So this fear stemmed from past lives where my gifts led to my ultimate death. So my guides reassured me that obviously I'm safe to put myself out there now, and it's time to let go of those old restrictive patterns. So throughout this session, we explored how energetic blocks were manifesting in my body, from shoulder pain to skin blemishes and things like that I had going on. And my physical ailments were tied to unresolved emotional and energetic patterns. And from the transcript, it says, she's blocked herself from allowing herself to shine. She's got to stop fearing what others think. And again, this links back to this judgment, because back in the day, if you were judged, that ultimately led to your death. So it's very, very common for people, especially those in the healing field or modalities, that they would experience this type of fear. So healing, as it turns out, is a layered process. So by addressing the deeper fears and beliefs, my physical body would also begin to heal. And that's exactly what's happened. What was also really cool that I learned from this regression was knowing that my guides are always with me. Whether I'm awake or asleep, they are supporting my work. Every time I work with someone, they come in because I call them in, and I'm not doing it alone. So that was really good to know and have that confirmation come through. And this knowledge lifted a huge weight off my shoulders. So even in moments of doubt and struggle, help is always available to me. And I needed to learn how to ask for that help as and when I needed it, because I'm one of those independent souls who doesn't like asking for help. So another lesson that I needed to learn from that process. And the final message that my guides sent through was to keep going, trust the process, trust in my gifts, and trust that everything will fall into place. They were telling me that it would all flow where it needs to go and that I would be supported. So as I move forward, this session serves as a powerful reminder that we all have a unique purpose and the support we need from the other realms to fulfill that purpose. The key is to let go of fear, trust in the journey, and step boldly into the light so that you can do what you're meant to do here this time round. So if you are feeling called to explore your own purpose and heal old patterns, a past life regression or a between lives regression is an amazing tool for self-discovery. So you you learn firsthand what's going on for you and why. And it's something that my clients always come out of a little bit dazed. They're just like, whoa, all this information that comes through. It's just incredible. If a session like this does interest you, head over to my soul regression therapy page at empoweredlifeprograms.com/regression. There is the option to book your past life regression first and then your between lives regression next, or you can do the package, which is obviously a much better option price-wise as well. So head on over there. I look forward to working with you and taking you on this amazing journey.